We want to provide complete medical services to all.
Tyler's the one. We should use him.
You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you, Mother.
V is a show about the first contact that human beings ever had with extraterrestrial life. The story really is about their arrival, and essentially, you know, a small group of individuals have been able to find out that the visitors who have come here professing peace are not exactly telling us the whole truth. And it's about this small group slowly unraveling, you know, that mystery and discovering what the true reason they're here is. The show worked before I got here. I love the show, and I'm sure there are some showrunners that get hired to work on shows and they get handed over something and they're like, how am I going to fix this? For me, this was just not, they were handing me a Ferrari and they were just saying, you know, tune it up just a little bit, you know? I don't know, that's a bad analogy, but I think some people come in and they just say, hey, I'm just going to change everything. That wasn't my attitude. I felt like I was coming into something that was working really well, and I just wanted to help identify the stuff that was working well and keep doing that and doing more of that.
Lisa's told me all about you.
She didn't tell me a lot about you.
Some of the things that I thought were very interesting was I thought the Anna stuff, you know, the visitor stuff. I think the visitor stuff is just incredibly intriguing, and I think one of the things that you notice as you watch the show is you want a little more of the visitors. The show really becomes two shows. There's the show on the spaceship, and then there's the show on the ground. So I felt like the show on the spaceship were great, and we would just do a little more of that. Then at the same time, you know, you've got this amazing ensemble of actors. You know, we'll call them the fifth column. When their stories were connected, rather than being sort of separated, it seemed to me that that was something that seemed to work better. So one of the things I just tried to do was sort of accelerate the interconnection of all their lives.
You gotta see this.
Here's the thing about science fiction. It's a very difficult genre, but it frees you in many ways. Like, for instance, if you're doing a cop procedural, you have a very particular world that you're locked into, you know? And so what's interesting about science fiction, though, is that you have to maintain that sense of reality, but you also have if you can believe that there's a spaceship up there, then you can convince pretty much anybody of anything. I would have taken this job, but I didn't feel like I could see the show going for 5, 6, 7 years, because then I would have run out of ideas and I wouldn't know where to go with it, and that would not have been of any help to myself or to Warner Brothers or ABC. I think right now it's just a matter of getting the show, you know, relaunched, re-aired, and now I think everyone's happy to feel we're in a nice creative groove. We're starting to sort of see the fruits of all the labor from all the work that's been done, and really starting to see how the series can be a long-term thing.